discipline and dedication. And previously in the episodes before this, we talked about how success it can be defined according to your own personal goals. But having said that, we believe that there are key principles that will help us in attaining successful living in terms of our business, career, even our spiritual life. So we want to know from your own perspective, the definition of self-discipline and dedication, just the explanation and how it correlates to having a successful life.
Thank you for that question. Number one is that dedication is a commitment. It's another word for commitment to a cause.
Right.
When you say you are dedicated, it means you are committed to something. And for you to be committed, you require discipline. So discipline is like a set of rules or conditions that one succumbs himself to in order to be dedicated, so that the ultimate goal will be success.
Wow.
So dedication and discipline, they go hand in hand to achieve success. So they are like twin brothers in achieving success.
Exciting, twin brothers, you say. Yeah, and I also agree with you, because you can't be dedicated without being disciplined.
Exactly.
I mean, for instance, you want to start the year, you promise yourself that you want to keep fit. It takes dedication to keep fit.
Yeah, exactly.
So it works hand in hand, as you said. Moving on, we'll also like to know how these two terms, or principles rather, has helped in shaping your life towards probably the goals you must have set for this year.
Okay. Now, number one is that discipline is not a cheap term.
Okay.
It requires dedication.
Right.
So now, for me personally, how it has helped me is that I stay committed. When I have a goal, I stay committed to it.
Right.
Now I try to shelve myself, and that's where the discipline comes in. I shelve myself from every form of distraction that can distract me, that can keep me away from the goal. So like Jesus Christ said, he focused on the things to come. Because of the joy that was set before him, he was able to endure. You see, the place of endurance in achieving your success or the goal that you have set for yourself is there the discipline and dedication coming. So for me personally, dedication has helped me to stay committed to my goal in life. For example, getting PhD is a goal. Right. Now, here I can tell you that in the field of the PhD or whatever, it has not been easy. There are factors that could have meant that say, I want to get out of this thing. I'm interested. I'm not interested. Yeah, giving up because of bashes here and there, difficulties. But it takes dedication and commitment for me to still continue. Yeah, particularly the field of PhD, for almost every PhD candidate will tell you it's not easy. Yeah. So it requires dedication. Right, so you need to be dedicated actually to pursue this kind of goal and to make sure that it becomes a reality.
Absolutely.
So that's how dedication and discipline has helped me personally to stay committed that, okay, is it in the feasibility of getting achieved in the issue of getting my PhD.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, having said that, I believe that, as you have pointed out, we can't achieve our goals without being disciplined.
Yeah.
Because definitely we'll face challenges, so it takes resilience to overcome it, and that comes in a place of discipline. And discipline inculcates, perseverance and patience. Mentioning PhD, we all know everyone that has gone through that journey has their own story to tell.
Your story is very particular and very encouraging.
Glory to God. Hallelujah. Glory to God. So honestly, staying committed and dedicated is key. And I would love for you to help us throw more light in terms of dedication, because we tend to lose track sometimes. Especially when we're hit by, probably a challenge that is so unsurmountable. So it takes grace of God to remain dedicated. And I believe that sometimes it's beyond our own human strength.
Yeah.
So I don't know, in terms of probably from the supernatural, how has God been able to help you achieve this self-discipline? Because I believe that the God factor plays a role. Yeah.
I want to quickly narrate a story of mine so that I can just say that in what I've personally experienced. I remember from where I came from, you have to do what we call O level before you get the grace to do JAMB or whatever to qualify and pursue your further education. I can remember during my own time, the O level, I could remember I did it once. I didn't make it, of course. I did it the second time. Man, but when I wanted to do it the third time, I was like, now God the Father, the Son, and this time around I must get it. But unfortunately, I didn't still get it.
Right.
So I went it fourth time, I did it the fifth time, I did it the sixth time, I did it the seventh time. You know, the funniest thing was when I was doing it the fourth time, the seventh time, I said, this one is perfection. I stayed committed to holiness. I did everything. I studied everything. You know, I was like, this one I was going to make it. This is the seventh time for perfection, and I still failed. You see, commitment and dedication, it requires you to be there consistently. Whether it is moving or it's not moving, stay there until you push through. Because if you don't push through, there's no testimony to say you are committed. It's when you've had the testimony that you can say I was committed. But when you are committed but it has not yielded a result, nobody sees the commitment.
That's true.
Until the commitment has yielded a result. So I stayed there the 8th time. I said it's a new beginning, as we normally say in the Christian. I still failed. I still failed, until my 9th time.
Wow.
So this is commitment and dedication, because without it you cannot proceed. So you have to stay there until you get it. So commitment is ability of you to stay committed, to stay at one thing until it is achieved. So if it has not been achieved, then you have not had a result to say you have been committed, because it is your result that will prove that you are committed. So without results, no proof of commitment. So that one it has helped me personally to say, okay, from time when I look back, like, how did I
remain persistent?
To me myself is a surprise.
Wow.
You see, but it's just a necessity. So, but it was the supernatural, the grace of God that helped me to continue doing it again and again and again and again till I got it. So that is commitment on my side, and that is how it has helped me. So don't give up too.
Wow. Thank you for this interesting insight, because I can totally relate to it. There are situations where you feel like, no, at this point, it's beyond me now. But you just feel this grace.
The grace to continue.
And that is where I honestly believe that we are now operating in the supernatural. I pray that someone watching this will be able to learn one or two things. Perhaps there's something you have been trying, there's something you've been trusting God for, there's something you've been striving to achieve. Just as our guest has shared with us, please stay there and keep pushing and keep trying. You know, God will definitely come through for you. It's not by your power, because I believe that at some point God will let you get your wit's end for him to prove himself. You know, so thank you so much for that interesting story. I was just doing a little bit of study on what exactly self-discipline is, and it mentioned that self-discipline is the ability to achieve what you want to achieve. And I believe that just like I did this year and even previous year, and we always do, we start the month of January with all our resolutions and New Year goals, and probably before the 3rd month of the year we've dropped out, and most of the goals will have started giving up on it. And that's why I feel this topic is very, very important. Self-discipline is the ability to achieve what you have set to do. Yes, there might be distraction, it might be inconveniencing, but the intentionality is important. So I just want you to share with us, sir, what steps you think we should take in order to remain intentional in terms of self-discipline and dedication all through this year concerning every goal that we have set to achieve.
Number one is that expect challenges. Expect challenges. In as much you have made any personal positive goal, then challenges must come. So when you see challenges, know that it's a sign that what you want to achieve is good. All right. So, and because of that, make sure you stay persistent. Now, number one is that in case you meet failure on the way, don't be embarrassed. Failure is not a sign for you to go back. It's a sign for you to do it again. It's a sign for you to take another approach, do it again. All right. Failure is until that thing stops you. All right. But in as much you've never allowed it to stop you, even if you have never moved to the other side and get the result, still continuing is a means of success. All right. So this year, know that you don't want to fail, in the sense that you don't want to stay on the same spot. You don't want the challenge to overcome you. Rather, you overcoming the challenge. So this year, expect challenges. If you expect challenge, trust God to help you. All right. Trust God to help you. Trust God to send people also to you, so that at the end of the day, you see, one thing I've realized is that if you never made results, trust me, you don't have mouth to say you are disciplined, you are committed, and nobody wants to
nobody
see.
sees it actually.
Until the result has come, then you now
Comes
say,
out.
what made you to get that result? Oh, then they can know, oh, he was disciplined.
That
So
is true.
if nobody is acknowledging your strength, if nobody is acknowledging your input
And progress.
and progress, yeah, even if it's not
process.
visible, just trust the process and look at the goal, so that it gives you the self and internal joy and strength. Bible says that
love
the
that.
joy of the Lord is what is
Our
our strength.
strength.
So derive your joy for the future you see or the result you envisage, so that that one will give you personal motivation and intrinsic motivation. So don't expect your whatever from the surrounding and from the challenges. Just stay committed and have your internal motivation by the grace of God, and you get it achieved, and you look back and say, wow, how did it happen?
How
Say,
did you get
glory
there?
to God. So
Wow, thank
that's-
you for that take. I will just wrap this up by saying, winners never quit.
Yeah.
So you are a winner, I am a winner, and we are all winners for
Yes.
Christ who strengthens us.
Yes.
So stay disciplined, as our guest has shared with us. Keep going. Challenges might come, adversities. There are still opportunities in those adversities. By the way, I just remember this January we've been treating a theme in the church referred to as open doors.
Yeah.
And last Sunday, something that struck me about the message was that he said the doors are actually open for us. Success is open for us already. It's just for us to identify. And even on that way of identifying, we experience adversities, but the opportunities are not running away. They are there. So for someone watching, we're advising that you stay put and keep trusting God to guide you through all the maneuvers of journey of life. And having said that, sir will take the final question, just a take home for one or two persons watching.
Just like I said, don't be discouraged. If there is something you have to hold on for this episode, is that if you are not appreciated, don't lose focus. Know very well that when you get your result, you are positioned